Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another video here on Alma, Missouri. So it feels like the official start of the year now. Feels like now that the snow is gone, we can actually get into some stuff. Year 5. Things might look a slight bit different here already. Oh, there is a tree there. That has to do with the new map update, unfortunately. Just ignore that for now. We'll get rid of it real quick. There you go, all fixed. Magic of video editing. So, yeah, I mean, some things look a little bit different, eh? Amish came in and helped us out, do a little painting. We hired them to do it because we just didn't have the time this winter. But they were in today and got it done. Painted the barn white to match the shop. Replaced the siding on that to match the shop as well for the white. Got the white and the black going on. Just a few of the huge changes that we've done. We took out, after the purchase of the new farm, we took out a extra $500,000 loan for equipment upgrades and purchases. We bought some of the machinery that the previous farmer had, just because it was easier and it was actually in pretty decent shape. So we'll be checking that out today. But honestly, today or this evening yet, we still have some time. It's been a busy day. We've been messing around over at the new farm. But we got some tree lines to remove. So we're going to get started on that yet. I know you guys are itching to go see the new farm, but we're going to wait a little bit. You get some tractors moved out of the way. Really probably should get the snowblower off that case tractor there. We did have this in the shop already. We got a new mirror for it, so it doesn't have a a one mirror tractor anymore. Fix it up a little bit. There's still quite a bit of wear on it. I'd like to get it repainted, make it looking, get it looking a little bit better. That'd be nice. We're gonna fire up the old dozer. And go push down some trees. So we're taking out the tree line between this close field, which is we call the alfalfa field, even though it hasn't been alfalfa for a while, and the grass field there. And we're gonna put that into crop this year. We're just gonna creep down there. So it's this tree line here. So we can combine these two fields. We have updated the map. I have not, I think, obviously you can see that we don't have the seasonal foliage in there, but I don't think I want to use it anymore. I think we're just gonna go back to the normal foliage that's on the map. I think the seasonal foliage is a bit overplayed right now. So, at least the one that everybody's been using, the logging DLC one. Oh, look at the tire tracks even from this. That's sweet. How good is that? I guess we probably should cut over here. Not really sure what was going on there. Interesting. Was that doing anything right there? In terms of like groundwork? No? That's interesting. So yeah, if we push X and then B to turn it on. It should just start doing a thing where we should be able to knock this tree over. Like so. And that's why we have the safety brackets, or the ROPS, I guess is what you call it. And that's why we have that on top to keep ourselves safe. There we go. Very nice. Man, this is awesome. This is awesome. This works way better than the other dozer too. Oh, I see. So it plows up the ground. That's pretty slick, actually. I like that. That's really cool. Trees are going down. We love to see it. So you can kind of clean up. You can kind of clean up these bushes and stuff even. That's really nice. Because you can just plow the ground with the dozer. Wow, that's awesome. This is very cool. This one's being a bit stubborn. No, it's stuck on us. See if we can push it down. There we go. I wish they were all that easy. They've actually been pretty easy the whole time. But that's awesome. That is so cool. That it takes the bushes out. Scooter thought about just about everything with this. Well done, my friend. But this doesn't have lights on it, so we do need to think about that. It's cool because now we can just clear out the bushes and everything, and then we can come in with a plow and plow it up. I like it. I like it a lot. They all just need to go like that. Make my life a lot easier. We might be able to keep that one. But yeah, my goal was to get all the trees knocked down that we need to get knocked down. And then we can just come back in the morning and clear up, move the actual trees. We'll probably just start winching them and move them. Maybe clean up a lot of these bushes as well. But we're just gonna leave it out here. Bring it off the road a little bit. We're gonna just leave it out here tonight. It's a dozer. She'll be fine out here. We're gonna head back. I do think the heifers and the front pasture do need a bale, so we'll get those girls a bale, and then we're probably gonna call it an evening. We'll finish up that task in the morning, and then probably we'll go check out the new farm, because we do have some grass that needs cut and some hay that needs made, and cause we went through almost all of it, all the wet bales at least this year, so looking forward to doing that on some of our new grass ground. So we'll catch you in the morning. Morning, guys. March 2. Just got that snowblower unhooked from the MX here. We're gonna get this in the shop. Maintenance should be done on the 9330 and the grain cart. So we can move those out again, put those in the cold storage shed. This needs a wash. Everything needs a wash. Maintenance is now 0. Good deal. Oh, okay. We gotta wait, apparently. I don't know what. Sometimes I don't really understand that mod yet, but we just gotta wait a little bit, usually, is what the deal is. So we'll shut this tractor down for now. We can just leave it right there. You know what? I think we're gonna take the side-by-side down there. Which means we gotta move the Massey. Better than walking, right? If we need to come back in a faster pace, we can just use the side-by-side. We bought this and we don't really use it very much, so might as well use it. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of cleaning up that we needed to do on this map due to just updating the map. There are some trees and stuff on those end rows, or I mean in the tree lines that we did clean up that just need to be moved. But other plans for the day, Bobby should be here soon. And he's gonna hopefully get the big green tractor out and get some cultivation equipment hooked up so we can start fitting some fields. The 9330 will probably also try and get something going with that, fitting or whatever, but maybe, I think actually maybe he'll hook up the 9330. Well, I don't know. That could pull the plow, because we're gonna need the plow as well. We're just going to clear up these bushes so you can see where a lot of these stumps are. We have a piece of equipment that we're going to be purchasing. Well, we're going to have quite a few pieces of equipment that we're going to be purchasing new. But there's one specifically. We got ourselves another skid steer for down at the new farm. Something a little bit more rigid, not as old. Something that can handle bales and stuff a little bit better. But we're gonna get a stump grinder attachment. We're renting a stump grinder attachment that we can come in here and grind some stumps with, obviously. That is what a stump grinder is for. Alright, so let's try this winch thing out. I don't really know how this works. Never used it. Not a logger. Pull winch rope. Okay. Attach to tree. So you just control, so you can control the winch over here, eh? It's interesting. It's kind of cool. It makes logging a lot easier. Detach from tree. Perfect. Okay, they got that one kind of out of the way. No, we need to actually probably... What button is it? R? B. Okay, so let's pull this out. Pull her out of the way. Why? That'll work. Sorry for having the menu up. I don't usually like to have the menu up when I'm doing stuff, but... I think we're gonna actually take out this whole area. I was thinking maybe we'd leave some of it, work around it, but I think we might just take this whole thing out and put it all into field. These small little stumps we can come in and move by hand. I'm not super worried about those. Just the big ones we gotta get out of the way. Gonna put them in a big pile. Burn them. Just like we did the last time. There we go. This thing is sweet. Loving this job right now. This is so fun. And I'm not being sarcastic. This is awesome. Push this tree down. Don't fall on us. Thank you. Thank you for not falling on me, tree. I mean, how cool is this? Sorry. I know. I know. I keep saying that, but this is sweet. I think we're just going to throw it into a little time lapse while we're doing this. So I don't keep annoying you with saying how cool this is. So we'll throw it into a little time lapse. And we'll catch you guys when we're done. Alright, one last little check over here, but I think that we're gonna be good. We don't want to get too close to the pond. Maybe we can take... I guess we need to take care of our animals too. But, I'll take this one out. Nice. Very nice. We'll clear these bushes up right along this edge here. Kind of give ourselves a little bit of an outline of what we want to do in regards to the edge of the field. I think that's going to be nice. Just like that. We'll clear these ones out. This one was being a little stubborn, I guess. It's nice because it helps you to see the stumps. It's kind of one of my biggest challenges whenever I do this is actually finding all the stumps. So, alright, I think that's it for that portion of this job. It's too bad that we couldn't get really at that job in February. That'd be nice. But we're just gonna park her up right here. We'll leave it down here in case we need it. We'll head back to the farm. And at some point here we gotta go pick up our new skid steer purchase. And we may have also purchased a little utility trailer as well. Now that we have 2 farms, we gotta be able to haul things back and forth, so having a little utility trailer is gonna be nice. To have around. Let's park this right up next to the shop. Yeah, I think we're gonna check and see if we can move that 9330 yet and get the MX in the shop. Yeah, apparently we need to feed the cows. I think it's these ones that need another bale or something, so we'll do that and then we'll catch you guys again here shortly. Alright, so we're headed up to the local equipment dealership. Pick up our new purchases. So this is a tilt deck trailer. It's not, like I said, a nice little utility trailer to haul things back and forth between farms, especially skid steers. It'd be really nice for that. To figure out how to tilt it like that, apparently. There's just a nice skid steer. And a rented stump grinder. Here it goes. That should work very nicely. Usually if you just drive these up, they tilt, but I don't think that's how this one's gonna work. So we're gonna have to use our imagination there with that. There we go. Strap it down. And away we go. So that was about 50 grand spent. Oh, we didn't turn the skid steer off. Probably ought to turn the skid steer off, eh? Yep, so 50 grand. out of the bank account. Just been spending money like mad lately. It's pretty wild. So we'll just pull this right down, I think, with the trailer right down to where we got to grind these stumps up, because we're renting it. So we're renting this stump grinder by the day, which we only initially have it for 1 day. They actually have somebody already booked for tomorrow with it, so we actually have to get this job done now. Also, I didn't know if you saw, but we got the house painted as well. House is a nice beige color. Brown, yeah, beige I guess is more what it is. So just more changes. Everything's changing right now. Year 5, new farm, new us, you know. Don't really want to be driving a truck onto the field. We'll kind of keep it off the edge here. Get it unstrapped. Hopefully. There we go. We'll back her down. So this is the SV340. This is actually a 96 or something horsepower skid steer. Nice skid steer. Should be real nice for moving bales and all that good stuff. There we go. Where's the next one? We can't get confused with just there's little logs. Little pieces that fell off when we were pushing the trees down, so. But I'm wondering if we can just grind those up too. Like right here, there's 2 little pieces. One's the actual stump, and one's just a piece of tree. Well, maybe neither of them are stumps. Actually, I don't think either of them are stumps. It's a little stuck there, I feel like, in the ground. There you go. It was hard to move there for a second. Get a little end cab. You get her all? Looks like it. Looks like it. There's another one. Good deal. I'm excited to have these 2 fields joined up. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. Oh, no. Must be some hard wood. Family-friendly channel. I know what you're all thinking. Yeah, we can throw those in the pile. When we grind up, or when we burn these trees. Just gotta make sure we're getting the stumps. That's what we're here for. We're here for the stumps. We gotta give the people a farm tour at some point in this episode, so. That's what you guys are really here for, I'm sure. But we gotta put the work in. This is our first job of the spring. Gotta get this done so we can start putting crop in this field. There we go. And one, no, two last one. Two last? Is that a stump right there? Yeah, it is. Last two. Perfect. Job done. Good deal. So now we can return. We'll give it one more look over. But we should be able to return this stump grinder. Just making sure none of these are. Is this a stump? No, this is a stump. See? It's a good thing we took a look. Acting like it doesn't want to grind. Doesn't want to play ball. Alright, we'll throw you in the burn pile. Job done. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. So we'll get this stump grinder returned at some point and catch you guys again here shortly. So this skid steer is going to live down at the other farm. So when we go down to the other farm, we'll make sure that we just bring this down there. Little on the back end, but that's all right. Ground's dry enough to where we're not going to get stuck in here. She's pulling though. She's pulling. At some point we need a new farm truck too. Trust me, I've been looking at farm trucks. Definitely could go for an upgrade. I think this one's had its day. But we got a lot more things that we really truly need. So anyway, we'll get into the next job. Bill is up north right now, actually. He is fitting this field right now for us. And he'll work into this one. Hopefully, we'll have this field done today where we can get this one going. So yeah, that's the plan. But we'll get some things sorted and then we'll probably head down to the new farm and have a little farm tour. Alrighty, so here we go. Heading down to the new farm. Like I said, it's gonna look a little different than what you've seen in the past. Just, you know, we have a few fields that we farmed down here already, and we've seen it, you know, in the distance, but it looks a lot different now. Just wanted to make sure the farm was the way that I really wanted it to be. So, with that being said, we had 480,000 or so after our purchase of this farm. We did sell some of the buildings and replaced them with some, so that kind of like offset some of the money that we spent. But there's also some things that we did buy as well, and actually spent quite a bit of money on landscaping and all that stuff. Yeah, so the couple that did own the farm, they still live in the house. So they didn't want to sell the house, but we made an agreement that they were to ever move or something, you know, were to happen to them, that we would be able to have first dibs on the house. So we can choose to, you know, do whatever we want to do with it, being that we have a farm here and we don't want just anybody living there. So likely we'll probably purchase a house from them at some point if that ever were to happen. So yeah, bins. We put this bin leg up. This cost us 250,000 or so. This is the bin there, the grain leg by Squatch. So yeah, this has the Thundar script in it, to where each individual bin can be used, as well as the overhead bin, all that good stuff. You can transfer corn from the leg into the bins and into the dryer, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm really excited to use this. It's going to make things so much easier. So we got a little Quonset storage here, similar to the one that we have on our farm already. There's a little 5-bay lean-to shed here on the back side of the big main barn. We'll take a look over here into the actual farmyard. So we have a nice Quonset bale storage here that we'll probably store a lot of straw in. Straw bales. We're going to move the straw bales that we have from the farm over there over here. Get them under some cover finally. Nice big barn here that we'll store some equipment and probably a lot of bales in. This is the building that I wanted to add in from GE. So this is actually from Medicine Creek. I don't remember what building this was from in FS19, but I always really liked this one. So I wanted to make sure we added this on here. These are two familiar pieces, at least this tractor. This is a 1070. She might be living on the feeder wagon for a bit. And this is our used feeder wagon that we showed you guys in near the end of the last episode. We did purchase 2 tractors from these guys, so that takes some of that was a big chunk of money as well. In the 500,000 did go towards mostly equipment. So this is a 6930. This tractor, actually found out these John Deeres are not super common in the US. These are used, the 6930 models are used a lot more in the Europe and the UK. But the guy said that he purchased this tractor all the way out in Montana a few years back. So it used to be on just a big hay custom farm type of thing, and he purchased it from them, and he's been using it quite a bit. So and then we bought this small square baler, this Massey square baler from them as well. And then obviously there's this tractor that we passed already. It's a pretty cool tractor. It's a 3294 case, same kind of styling old case as the 1070. Real nice loader, big loader on it. It's gonna be nice for moving big bales and stuff. So I think we're probably going to be running the 6930 on the mower and stuff quite a bit, but then we'll have this as well. These 2 tractors are pretty much going to primarily live down here. And then we also bought their wagons as well from them. So there's 3 Forge King wagons, obviously to fill the stave silos that we had to purchase. There were quite a bit of money actually to put up, but these are by Pleasant View. Very nice mods. So come over here. so this is going to be kind of mainly where we make our feed and all that stuff. Bales will be in there in the big barn, and we can load the wagon, and then we can pull under these chutes and load whatever we need to load in there. Fairly new freestall, newish, put up in the recent, 2000s era. But they also have their freestall that they had longer. This was their first freestall, he said, on the farm. But this is still their milking parlor. So this is where they feed all their cattle in to milk. And what we will do as well. So we probably won't have a ton of cows, actually. I mean, there will be some that are in here, but this is mainly just going to be kind of a holding area. We'll fill this with feed as well every now and then, so they can eat and stuff while they're waiting to get milked. We did talk to Bridget, and because she has experience in this area, she is going to be our full-time milker. So she's going to be kind of running the show down here, milking. We're not going to be too involved with that actual part, but we'll make feed and stuff for them. And yeah, so Bridget's going to be really the main guy, girl, person when it comes to milking cows. So, and then we got this big freestall that we'll just kind of, I think we might end up putting some more fencing up possibly to kind of just help to feed them into this, because it is kind of a lot of work to kind of shoo these cows up into that yard there. So you kind of need two. Sometimes Bridget's going to be alone, but Bobby's going to be helping her every now and then, and I'll be here as well. So it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of additional work. But it is what it is. This area is also kind of a free range. We do kind of, or they let them just come out here into this pasture that is fenced. Some hot fence down there. So this is a pasture area for them that we'll let them just kind of roam around in. We have a cattle grid over there. So yeah, I mean, we can shut them in if we need to, but a lot of the time they'll be just hanging out and roaming in the pasture and stuff like that. So and then we have another smaller stave here that we are going to fill with a little bit of feed just to help with the feeding of this little bunk here. Up over the grid, we have the slurry pit here for the freestyle. There is a small slurry pit down under the old freestall there. This is also another pasture that they've used, but he said they've just been mowing it mostly over the past few years. So yeah, if we need to, we can utilize that as a bit of a pasture area as well, but I think for now we're just going to mow it. There is a hay mow up there that we will be using, obviously, with the small square baler. We will be using that. And then we got some calf hutches here that we'll be utilizing as well. Each one holds about 5. So we'll be using that for sure. We got space for 20 right now. Kind of makes me wish I didn't sell the gator with the water tank, because I think we might have to utilize and put some water in these at some point. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Maybe we'll just get a little water trailer or something for the side-by-side, maybe use that. So yeah, that's the farm. I mean, it's not huge, it's not a huge dairy operation, but that's good because we don't really want a massive dairy operation. So we'll probably run about 100 cows to start. We'll see how much that costs us, because they sold all their cows off. So they've been waiting a while to sell this farm. Nobody's been really picking up on it. He's kind of maintained it here and there. Obviously some areas aren't super well maintained, but yeah, I asked about these kind of just I don't know, berms, I guess. What they are, they're kind of scattered about. There's one here, there's one over there in the pasture area, and then there's another one here. He just said over the years they had different projects, and this is where dirt and rubble piled up and they never moved it, and kind of just grass grew on it and bushes and things, and it just kind of is what it is. So yeah, that's what those are, if you were wondering. So yeah, this that's the farm. I'm excited to start getting stuff done over here. Obviously it's going to be pretty inactive as a dairy operation for a little bit, because we do need to start to accumulate some feed for sure over here. So we will be working diligently on that, as well as working on getting crops planted this year. We obviously didn't get any winter wheat planted, so we're going to be doing some spring barley and oats. The field is already planted with barley. This was this guy's last field that he owned. He just figured he'd plant it, and yeah, so we're we're going to take over that pre-planted barley, I suppose, and maybe we'll work out a crop share or something like that with him. I don't know, but he does have some other fields up for rent right now with other tenants, but maybe we'll be able to figure something out with him eventually with that as well. So yeah, that is the farm. That's the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna get this skid steer unloaded. Oh geez, that's gonna make for a pain with that bucket. We should have figured that before. Looks like Bobby, or I mean Bill, but Bill's the one that's doing field work right now. Bill is finished with the second field north of town. Just gonna put this in here. We'll grab the bucket. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's going to be a quick one, I know. I mean, well, it's not super quick, but it's an introduction to what we got going on now, moving into year 5. I'm looking forward to, honestly, my goal right now, which is kind of a huge goal, is to try to own this map by year 10. It's going to be my goal. That's a big goal, I know, but I'm really thinking that's probably what we're going to try and do. So, not that you guys really needed to know that, but that's what I'm shooting for. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit of something different before we really start to get into field work. A little tour of the farm, and I hope you guys enjoy the dairy operation that we're going to be running. The money's good, as we know from Pleasant View's attempts at it. So, thanks to all the YouTube channel members. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Very kind of you. So we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.